Clueless about how much to invest with so little in your pockets? In this video, I'm going to show you how much you should be investing in your 20s so that by the time you reach your 30s, you'll be on track for a comfortable retirement. When thinking about how much money to invest, it may be tempting to look at how much cash you currently have, but you should consider how much money you'll require as well. While this isn't always a fun question to consider the following. What are my objectives and what am I attempting to accomplish? You can then turn to some familiar guidelines of thumb that will assist you in getting started.
Pennywise, the channel focuses on exploring wealth and increasing savings through life-changing practices about personal finance, money earning and management tips, avoiding hoaxes, and so much more. Our goal is to equip you with a Pennywise mindset through your journey to fund and help you experience the life you desire. So please join us on this exciting adventure by clicking the subscribe button below.
Typically, financial experts suggest investing 10 to 20% of your after-tax income in stocks, bonds, and other assets. However, there may be different rules during periods of inflation that we will discuss further below. Your current circumstances and money goals might require a revised strategy. A lot of people make the mistake of not investing enough and then regret it later on in life. But don't worry, we are going to show you how to do it the right way so that you can set yourself up for a bright financial future. Here's what you need to know. The 50-30-20 budget rule. One popular method for budgeting, the 50-30-20 rule, recommends dividing your after-tax income as follows: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and paying off debt. That 20% threshold covers both saving for the short term, like an emergency fund, and for longer-term goals, like buying a home or investing for retirement. So, if you take home $3,000 a month after taxes, under the 50-30-20 rule, you would put $1,500 or 50% of your monthly income towards needs like food and housing. Of the remaining $1,500, $450 or 30% of your monthly income could go towards wants, such as travel or a new wardrobe. That leaves $550 or 20% of your monthly income for savings and debt repayment, which is where investing comes in. Assuming you have no debt, you would ideally want to put the entire 20% towards investing. But if you do have debt, you may want to focus on paying that off first before investing, especially if the interest rate on the debt is higher than what you could potentially earn by investing. The 50-30-20 rule is a useful guideline for integrating savings into your monthly budget or spending plan, according to Matt Schwartz, a certified financial planner with Great Waters Financial. He also advises preparing for the future by considering your priorities. You have to make a decision about what's most important to you and how are you going to enjoy the fruits of your labor, not only in the future, but right now. Saving 20% may seem like a daunting task, but it's doable with proper planning and execution. Once you have chosen your plan, make sure to set up automatic transfers into an investment account from each paycheck. This is similar to how 401k contributions work. By having a plan in place and making it as effortless as possible, you're less likely to spend the money on something else instead. Out of sight, out of mind, or in this case, funds, isn't just a saying for no reason. But your financial situation may require adjustments to that rule. A rule of thumb, such as the 50-30-20 budget, is a good starting point for thinking about how much of your income should be invested. However, for many individuals in their 20s, for example, the amount may not be attainable. According to Blank, you may need to gradually increase your savings goal percentage until you're able 20% in the early stages of your career. It's also acceptable to delay maxing out how much you can invest so that other short-term priorities, like paying off debt or buying a house, take precedence. For people who have huge student loan balances, she says, it's really tough to reach that 20% mark. If you're just getting started and don't have a lot of money, it may be tough to save that much. For people who are just beginning to invest, Blank recommends saving 10% of their income for retirement. Then, as they start earning more and getting raises, they can increase that percentage. People should start small, and then as their income goes up, they can increase the amount they're putting away each year, she says. Depending on your financial circumstances, investing 10% or 20% of your income may not be possible for some people. For example, if you have high levels of debt, you may need to put more money towards debt repayment than investing. If you're trying to get out of credit card debt, the higher interest rates means you may need to put more towards that goal, Schwartz says. Similarly, if you have low income or are supporting a family on a single income, you may not be able to save as much for retirement. In that case, it may be more important to focus on building up an emergency fund so you have money set aside for unexpected expenses. The bottom line is that there's no one-size-fits-all answer to how much you should invest in your 20s. The best way to figure out how much you should save is to do a thorough assessment of your financial situation and consider your long-term goals. Re-evaluate your investment contributions and consider increasing the amount you invest. Your investing goals, like your financial situation, will vary depending on your professional and personal life. Your investment objectives will also change as your career advances or your personal life changes. In today's increasingly expensive environment, you should aim to save even more of your paychecks. Consider 25% to investing and saving, according to Craig James Ferrantino, a certified financial fiduciary and creator of Craig James Financial. Understandably, this may not be a possibility for everyone. If you have other financial responsibilities, such as 401k contributions at work, you might not think you can afford to increase your investment portfolio. However, James Ferrantino advises that in this case, it may be worthwhile to cut back on spending elsewhere in your budget so that you can route more money towards investments. And remember, the sooner you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Investing just $200 a month, starting at age 25, could result in nearly $1 million by the time you retire at 67, assuming a 7% annual return on investment, according to NerdWallet's retirement calculator. If we save too much money, we can always tap into it if we need it, Ferrantino says. But if I save too little and inflation persists, then I'm going to have too little money when I need it. Finally, it's important to remember that your investing goals can and will change. While Schwartz recommends an annual review of your plan, Blank says you should also see if you have extra money at the end of the year that you can devote to investing. And even if the dollar amount you invest fluctuates, establishing an investing discipline early and then sticking with it no matter what's happening in the market at the time is valuable. Remember the saying, time in the market is more important than timing the market, Blank says. If you want to learn more about finances, consider subscribing by clicking the big red button below and ringing the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Feel free to like and comment your thoughts so we'll know your feedback. Thanks for tuning in and see you again in our next video.